and learn more. 877-247-1581. 877-247-1581. 877-247-1581. Fast Track Student Loans can get your student loans out of default, stop any wage garnishments, stop collection calls, and stop seizure of your tax refund. Give yourself a break. Stop the stress and get your student loan payments down to as little as $25 a month based on what you can afford to pay. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395.
Attention all business owners and creative minds. Do you need a unique and personalized touch for your products? Look no further than Romika Laser Engraving and Custom Designs. I'm Ron Phillips, co-owner of Romika Designs. We offer custom laser engraving services for a variety of products, including promotional items and corporate or personal gifts. With state-of-the-art equipment and a team of skilled designers, we can engrave intricate designs on virtually any material. Whether it's a special message, a company logo, or a custom design, Romika Laser Engraving will help you make your mark. And the best part, our prices are affordable and our turnaround time is quick.
I couldn't be happier with the work Romika Laser Engraving did for me. The engraving on my product was precise and exactly what I wanted.
So don't wait any longer to add a personal touch to your products. Call Romika Laser Engraving and Custom Designs today at 817-400-4040 or visit our website at romikadesigns.com. We look forward to helping you make your mark.
Fast Track Student Loans can get your student loans out of default, stop any wage garnishments, stop collection calls, and stop seizure of your tax refund. Give yourself a break. Stop the stress and get your student loan payments down to as little as $25 a month based on what you can afford to pay. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395.
You're listening to Joco Community Radio.
Good morning, Jobfather Nation.
There you are. There you are.
We are excited to be here with you this wonderful Friday. Just a reminder, Joco Community Radio is proud to be the voice of Johnson County, Texas, and we're proud to be a part of Joco Community Radio. You can listen to any show, including yours truly, the Jobfather, on the Joco Radio app anytime, 24/7. Just simply log on to either your Apple or Android stores, download the app for free, and listen to the lineup and more. With that, before we start our exciting show today, let's bow our heads for a quick word of prayer. Father God, we're just so excited to be here, and we're excited to honor you. Lead, guide, direct us, protect us, and guide our conversations to help those around us. Open doors of opportunity for all those in the job search, and we just thank you for all you're doing in our lives. Help us to keep our hearts and our eyes and ears open to the exciting things that you're doing for us, even through the challenges. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Well, Father Foster.
Wow.
Luke,
Ooh,
you
I know
are
I'm
my
old, but I'm not that
father.
That was good, Dana.
Wait, Luke, you are my Foster.
I like it. I like it. Let's keep it going.
Yeah. Well, we're glad to be here. And Foster, I am excited when it's appropriate to share some job openings we have. But over to you. What are some things you wanted to update everybody on?
Well, I want to give some shout outs, Dana, because I'm getting excited. Debbie's with us.
Hi, Debbie.
Hey, Deb. And, my buddy Monia. Okay, Monia, I'm going to try to get this right. Cosione, I think is how she told me. She is in Rome, not Rome, Texas, but she's in Rome, Italy. Hey,
Wow.
good morning, Monia. And, I'm excited because I got my buddy Jama on today. There she is.
Hi,
right
Jama.
there. I see her. There she is right there. So, guys, and then Monica Odom down in Houston is with us as well.
Yes.
Rex, hey Rex, you know Rex is part of the crew.
Rex.
Nigel's with us. Oh
Hey, Nigel.
my buddy Derek Galindo, my main man, 50 grand. What's going on, Derek? So I'm just shouting out, you guys check in. There were a lot of people, a lot of companies that I invited to hear the show today because James is my buddy, and I want you guys to hear what James has got to say because you guys might have a place for James in your company. In fact, I know you do. So,
Absolutely.
man said Rex is my second husband.
And we're grateful to have Mez with us too, aren't we, Foster?
Oh, yeah, we're always glad to have Mez. We can't be a show without Mez. Keeps things going. Okay, let me explain to you guys who Mez is. Her name's Meg Rose Caterio. We call her Mez. She is our hype lady. So everybody out there is not going to remember Flavor Flav, but
Flavor
Flavor
Flav.
Flav. And Mez is our Flavor Flav. So she keeps things going behind the scenes. So, okay, guys, now here is the dad joke. Hannah, if you're listening, just call your dad and fuss at him or whatever. But you guys know why zombies are so good at trick or treating?
No.
Because of their dedication.
I love the dad jokes. These are great.
Jama, I'm
Their
your friend. I mean, hey,
dedication.
dedication. That's right. So, guys, one major landing that we have. I mentioned that we thought we were going to have it. I didn't say her name because I didn't want to jinx her. But our own Devin Green has landed a project manager position at Lockheed. And Jamie, you were probably at South Lake Focus Group yesterday. You may have heard her jump on there and say, "I got a job. I got a job. You guys got to keep the foot on the gas pedal." So, okay, that's all I got. You guys and my Longhorns got University of Houston this weekend, so hook 'em. So, guys, Dana, tell us about some jobs. I think you got some things that you want to share with us.
Absolutely. Well, I'm really excited because Beacon Oral Specialists is hiring. We are
Hmm.
expanding. So, we have a brand new director of tax position here in Dallas at our local office at 635 and 75. It's our corporate headquarters. We also have, it's a new role. We also have another new role, I'm sorry, director of compliance. Now, these
Oh,
roles, we're expanding our organization. Again, they're brand new roles, and these are opportunities to come in and make a difference and build out this arm of the organization. In addition to that, we have a senior financial analyst role
look at
available,
you.
as well as a contract to hire IT project coordinator, all here in the Dallas Fort Worth area at our office at 635 and 75. We're right behind Medical City, Dallas, and we're
Oh,
centrally located.
I'm
I
glad you
saw
said that. I didn't know where y'all were.
yeah, we're right very central in the Metroplex, and we're
At
real
that
close
high
to
five place over there, close to
yeah,
the
we're
high five.
close to Addison, we're close to Richardson,
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
close to, we're in Dallas technically. So
Hmm.
that's awesome. And I saw that both Mez and Tiffany put our website up and my email address, www.beaconoralspecialists.com, or you can reach out to me at my email address, dgingrich@beaconoralspecialists.com. And again, that's all in the chat. So thank you both, Tiffany and Mez, for adding that information. But we are hiring. And then I just recommend that any listeners that are looking for additional roles in the Dallas Fort Worth area, check out galderma.com and
Oh
check
yeah.
out some of their openings. And then Caris Life Sciences usually has a lot of opportunities for billing specialists. And in the past, they were willing to train, grow, and promote you to build a career. They
What do
also
they
have a
do
lot of
over there, Dana?
Caris Life Sciences is in the oncology space. They perform molecular profiling to target the best possible treatment for each individual patient and their individual molecular makeup, RNA, DNA, and protein to get the patient the best possible results when they're diagnosed with cancer. So, very
Oh,
good company. And basically, most oncologists don't move forward with treatment recommendations until they perform molecular profiling these days because we can target the best treatment with the least harmful side effects. Not a bad deal.
yeah, that's not a bad
Um,
deal.
Yep. And Beacon Oral Specialists, we partner with and acquire oral surgery practices all throughout the United States and help run and optimize those practices so that the surgeons can focus on their patients. So it's very exciting what we do. And then Galderma's in the dermatology space, and they typically hire in accounting, finance, marketing, HR. I've seen that they have grown. When I
Yeah,
was there,
yeah.
they went through some growing and some contracting, but great organization. For those listeners out there, we have a lot of businesses, not only in Texas, but throughout the United States and, as you know, internationally,
Oh,
that
that's
listen
true.
to our
Yeah.
show. So reach out to Foster if you would like to find out more about affordability around getting your openings announced on our show.
That's right.
And Foster's information will also be posted in the chat, even though most of you know the Jobfather. It's Foster Williams. And I think it's Foster Williams at sbcglobal.net, right?
Foster dot. Well, don't
Oh,
rob
dot.
me of my dot. Give me my dot. Stop. Give me my dot.
Gotta have the dot.
Gotta have that dot. Foster, come on, son. Okay. So Dana, I don't want to cut in on you. Are you
Nope,
finished with
I'm
it?
good. Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Okay, cool. Some more shout outs, guys. We got Robert Santos with us. Hey, Robert. And my main man, another one. My main man. And now you know the number. 50 grand. That
50.
that's right. My buddy Gene Clay is with us. My Pittsburgh Steeler buddy. Uh
Woo. Just kidding.
Pittsburgh Steelers are this number.
Oh,
Wait a minute. I'm in the Metroplex. I'm not supposed to say that. Jamie, you like the Steelers? I never knew that. Really? Hey, oh,
I
whoa,
guess I'm outnumbered on this show. Go
we got
Chiefs, go Bears.
we got something. So what's up, Gene? I will see you tomorrow. We get together at Luby's every Saturday. So you guys, we're at the Luby's over in Fort Worth, right on Forest Hill Lane, and come on by and join us. We got a big group of us to meet. It's academic. It's like every Saturday. It's pretty cool. So Gene is, yeah, there. See, he said, "Go Steelers." See what I'm talking about? The steel curtain, y'all. Know what I'm talking about? I hang out with Mean Joe Green's youngest son, so I had to be a Steeler. Well, I'm hang out with his oldest son too. I'm sorry, Major. I don't want to leave you out. So, hey, Delon and Major, I know y'all looking. Okay,
Okay,
so
Foster, I just
yes,
laughed so hard. Debbie commented in the comments,
what'd you
Foster
say?
AOL is so old that it's not a dot, it's a dot
Wow,
matrix.
wow. Dang, Debbie, you did me like that?
Yeah,
Wow.
she did.
Okay.
That was awesome, Debbie.
If Debbie thinks so, I think so too. Cool.
My parents still have AOL, and I tell them all the time,
No.
y'all, cut it out. Get Gmail.
Hannah, I know you're listening. My Hannah Banana, I know you're listening.
Hey,
And
Hannah.
your dad can still outrun you. So hey, let's get it. Hey, don't get it twisted, girl.
What's up,
All right.
Eugene?
Eugene is the man. See you, Foster. Okay, I see you. Yeah. Gene is an accountant for the city of Dallas. So thanks for joining us, Gene. I'll see you tomorrow. That's the way things float around here. Go Steelers. And okay, so here, guys, before we run out of time having fun, I want to talk about a topic that's been really, really big. And I talk to Dana about it all the time anyway. But uh things have slowed down. We're getting back to normal, you guys. Things slowed down a little bit over the summer. And job search has a little bit more pressure to it right now. We've got a window of time from
Yeah.
I think Labor Day was our last holiday to Thanksgiving. And during that time, companies, you guys are going to notice a lot of companies are moving real quick to get people in there, get it done, get them hired, get you started and ready for the new year. So we all know what happens when December hits. We should keep our feet keep our feet on the accelerator. Don't quit. But you know what's up in December, and it should be up in December. That's the way things fly. So anyway, um, guys, I'm saying all that to say this: we have been talking about doing something new. And when job seekers are looking for a job for a long, long time and things aren't going as quickly as they think they should go, a lot of them start thinking, hey, maybe I need to try something new. I got all these transferable skills. Well, Dana and I want to talk to you guys a little bit about transferable skills.
Yeah.
When you are applying for a job, we want to focus on some of those transferable skills. Secondly, firstly, is that a word? Anyway, firstly, you got to, and we want you to have and show on your resume, on your LinkedIn profile, what we are looking for, the very experience that we're putting on the job description.
Yes.
That is
Yes.
number one.
Yes.
Then, as we're going, if you are up against Jama Ball, or if you're up against Debbie or Robert Santos or whoever it is, what may make a difference, what might set you apart are those transferable skills that you know how to talk about. Now, Nigel, I know you're listening to me, so I'm going to try to say it right like our conversation we had, Nigel. Guys, we have to craft, do our homework. We have to craft what we're going to talk about, those transferable skills. Which ones do we have that relates to what they're looking for? And those are the things we need to talk to, because Dana and I are the first line of offense, I like to
Yeah.
say. We recruiters have to, I don't like this word, we have to get the idea of hiring you for this position. We have to sell that to the hiring manager. Now,
True.
some of these hiring
True.
managers look like Jama Ball. Jama's been a hiring manager for a long time, and Jama is the best person to hire, but Jama ain't easy about who she hires. She's very
Mm,
particular, and there are certain things that Foster is Jama's recruiter. I have a Dana, I have a relationship,
Relationship.
yeah, with Jama, and Jama tells me, Foster, you know me for a long time. This is what I need. We have done this before.
mhm.
Me and Jama
We have.
at the federal state medical boards when you
Mhm.
work there,
Yeah.
and guys, that relationship is very important between that recruiter and that hiring manager. We try to keep that thing going. Now, we keep that thing going by presenting exactly what they're looking for those jobs. If Dana and I send Jama the wrong people for her jobs, or people that Jama's not excited about for her job and what she's looking to hire, eh, me and Dana,
Mm,
see, right there, right there. Jama's starting to think a little bit less of, Foster might not be a good recruiter, is he?
that's right.
Yeah, yeah. Guys, this is common sense stuff. Dana, what say ye?
Well, I agree with you completely, Foster. And honestly, it's good to give a perspective of what our role is and the
Hmm.
value we bring to the table. Because if the candidate can understand that, they know how to position themselves in a way that could, set them up for a better level of success. So, bottom line is we have a responsibility to understand the position and understand what the hiring leaders are looking for. We have a responsibility to try to understand both the soft and hard skills, send over the best possible fits for that role, for that organization, and that organization's unique culture. And if we are just sending anybody over, or people that really aren't truly a strong fit, the perception that we could give off as a recruiter is that we don't understand the role and we don't
Hmm.
understand how to find the right kind of candidates. So the questions we ask, it's important. I recommend that you look at the job description, make sure that your resume and your LinkedIn consistently reflect your skills as it relates to that role.
Hmm.
And then if you're looking to transition, that's something that's a little more conversational and probably will be better done through meeting people in person, through referrals, through
Ah,
utilizing your network. But if you're speaking,
Judy.
Yep, utilizing the network.
The
So
network. That's
I
right.
I agree. I know when I'm working on a position, I look at the requirements and what's preferred, and I start with people that meet as many of the requirements and the preferred as possible, and then
Hmm.
depending on the market, we might be able to make some adjustments. Right now, the market might be a little more candidate heavy than normal, but positions are still out there. Companies are still hiring. People, they're still trying to get people in the door for the holidays. So feel encouraged. The market is a little more balanced than it probably was 6 months ago.
Yeah, it is balanced, isn't it? It really is. Right now is a good time, guys, to be looking in network. Let me do Judy's networking. It's time to be doing that. We guys here in North Texas, we've got so many opportunities for you guys to network. Frisco and Plano and Fort Worth and South Lake. And it goes on and on and on. And Jama, did I meet you at South Lake Folks Group? Was that where we met? Because it's been a while.
We met at Frisco Connect
Frisco Connect.
back in the day,
Yep.
10 years or so ago.
Yep.
Yeah. When
Frisco
you
Connect's been around 12
yeah,
years. Absolutely. So,
when
yeah.
when during those one day, remember when you do that one day workshop?
Oh, that big old
The
workshop
big
with
Yeah.
old
400
workshop. Oh
people
my
in it. Oh,
goodness.
that was a big work. That was the biggest workshop in the United States. And we're looking at putting that together again. Uh,
Awesome.
Speaking of, I see Craig Bohall with us. What's going on, Craig?
Craig.
Craig, he's got the neatest hat, you guys. That he's branded with. He's got a cat in the hat, and that's how that's how I remember. Y'all see how I am? But Dana said the right thing, guys. We, in order to, if we're going to trans, what's the word I'm looking for? If we're going to transition into anything
There you
new,
go. Yeah.
if we're going to transition into anything new, that needs to be a conversation. You need to do that, and those transitional skills that you have will be important to talk about
Oh,
when you
yes.
have a relationship. Now, if Jama, and she's done this before, if Jama is trying to hire a special person, and Jama, guys, is a director of operations, especially in that client service space, client services space. She's really, really good at that. You'll pick that up when you hear her talk on the second part of our show. But
Yes.
if I've got someone that I know, and the resume doesn't necessarily tell us exactly what we're looking for, but I have a relationship with that person. Would you know something? I've also got a relationship with Jama. So I would call Jama and I say, Jama, I want you to check out this Craig Bohall person. Craig, I'm just using you as an example. I want you to check out this Craig Bohall person. And this is why. Now, his resume isn't going to speak directly to what we're looking for, but this is what I want to share with you. You know what, James gonna, she's busy as anything, but she will at least take the time to
That's
consider it.
right.
She will read it because of the Dana.
Relationship.
That's what I'm talking about right there. And so that's where I'm going with what Dana just told us, guys. This is what's important.
Yeah.
So the long and short, guys, job seekers, we need to be getting out. Now, I'm gonna say something else. I'm gonna try to articulate this in the right way. Now, guys, some of us have been working for a long time. We want to keep our chins up. Most of the jobs, and when I say most, probably 97, 98% of the jobs that we see, companies cannot hire somebody straight out of school to do those jobs. We need somebody with experience to do those jobs. And that's why we go to the Career Search Network, because those people are there. Those people like
Yeah.
Jama are there. They can hit the ground running because they already got experience doing what you want to have them to do. So now, I don't want to discourage people that are just getting out of college. I'm not here to do that. But some of those jobs that you guys see, you're getting out of college, if the company is looking for 8 to 10 years of experience, y'all don't bother. Don't bother applying for those jobs that you know you are not a fit for. Now,
Right.
if you have a relationship, you can bolster with that relationship and talk about those transferable skills that you have to develop. It takes
Yes.
years and years. Dana's been recruiting for a long time. I've been recruiting for a long time. Jama has been a leader She's been operations leader for a long time. So she has developed a set of skills. She can talk to you about certain things, guys, that will make sense maybe for your company, what you're looking for, you didn't even think about. So that's why I wanted to bring my buddy Jama on the show today, so you guys could hear her and see her, and we talk about her on the second part of the show. But guys, this is the conversation that we want to have. I don't think I've ever, Dana, I don't think I've ever had an interview. I've had conversations. I turn them into
Yeah.
conversations.
I think if you said something that's key, if you are interviewing, make it more conversational than a rigid back and forth robotic answer system. It's
Yes.
important to be conversational in your interviews, and really it should be a conversation, right? It's a conversation to see if it's a win-win for both parties involved, which is really important. I mean, both people have to make a decision on whether, this is a good fit or not.
Oh, Dana, you just said something. Both people. Oh, there's two people. Usually, guys, there's more than two people involved in the decision to hire you. Now, that brings me to say this: help us recruiters put a bullet in our gun. What you talking about, Foster? Well, I've got a relationship with Jama, and Jama's told me what she's looking for. Now, we've got the tangible stuff on the job description, but there's some intangible things. There's a certain type of person
Yes.
that Jama wants to hire. There's a certain type of person that Jama works better with, or her team works better with. Jama heads the daggum thing up. She knows who that is. So she's
Yes.
going to share that with Foster, that recruiter. Then Foster is going to ask some pertinent questions in that interview. When I first talked to you, Mr. Jobseeker, about, in the back of my head, I'm thinking about, I know what Jama wants. So I'm
Right.
going to ask questions about the fit for what Jama's looking for. Then, if I get answers I'm excited about, I'm going to go in that conversation and talk about those skills and those transferable skills and all the stuff that I'm asking questions about. I'm going to tell Jama. That's why I'm submitting Dana to you, because, hey, Dana is the girl in the whole wide world.
I like Ms. Mez's gun pictures up in the top.
What she said?
Little water guns. Boom, boom,
Yeah,
boom.
give me
Give us
some
the
guns.
ammunition to sell you to our hiring leaders, is what
Yeah,
Foster's
yeah.
trying to
Nigel and
say.
I were talking. Nigel
Yeah.
liked that one, and that's original Foster. I thought that up. I didn't get that from nobody, y'all.
Yeah,
Okay,
that came out of your own network in your head, right?
came out of this brain right here.
That
I know
noggin.
you guys can't see it in there. Well, it used to be. At least it used to be in there. I don't know. But guys, this is something we need to think about. We
Yeah.
need to think deeply about it. When we're in job transition, we need to be networking. We need to be listening. You got 2 ears and how many mouths? Let me see. This just one. We need to be listening, guys. You can pick
I
up a
have
lot
lots
of
of
things at
mouths.
South Lake Focus Group, Frisco Connect, all of those things. I met Jane at Frisco Connect, and
Mm-hmm.
a lot of
Mm-hmm.
things will be presented. You will pick up things that make sense for where you're going. Use those things.
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
That's what networking is, yeah. Sorry.
Amen to that. Absolutely. Well, we are almost there at the break, but to let everybody know, we continue to encourage you to network. We continue to encourage you to build upon your skill sets while you're in the job search. There's a lot of tools on LinkedIn. If
Oh
you
man.
upgrade to the premium, you can get numerous free certificates. If you go to companies like Coursera, it's $50 a month, and you can get as many certificates pretty much at a time as you want. Take time to learn your industry, learn what certifications set you apart, network, and do what you can to set yourself aside. And
Hmm.
again, when you're interviewing for jobs, be clear on speaking to your skill sets as it relates to the job description and the requirements in the job description. Nothing more frustrating than a recruiter trying to dot their I's and cross their T's, and a candidate's just going off on a tangent around skill sets that really aren't pertinent to the role.
Right. Oh,
All
there's the
righty,
music. There it
Foster.
is. There it is.
There it
There it
is.
is.
We'll
There it
see you
is.
on the second half.
Hey, travelers, do you want to save money on your next flight? Then pick up the phone and call. That's right, call, because the best prices are not online. They're with SmartFares. See, SmartFares has special deals with the airlines. When they have unsold seats, they use SmartFares to fill them. So you get airline tickets at ridiculously low prices. Our prices are too low to publish online. With the extra money you'll save, you can book another trip or treat yourself to dinner or shopping. So stop searching all of those travel sites to find the lowest price on your next flight. Let one of our SmartFares expert travel agents find ridiculously low prices for you. Call SmartFares today and get the best price on your next flight. Guaranteed. Also, save up to 50% off business and first class tickets.
855-325-1820. 855-325-1820. That's 855-325-1820.
Fast Track Student Loans can get your student loans out of default, stop any wage garnishments, stop collection calls, and stop seizure of your tax refund. Give yourself a break. Stop the stress and get your student loan payments down to as little as $25 a month based on what you can afford to pay. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. Fast Track Student Loans can get your student loans out of default, stop any wage garnishments, stop collection calls, and stop seizure of your tax refund. Give yourself a break. Stop the stress and get your student loan payments down to as little as $25 a month based on what you can afford to pay. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395.
Joco Community Radio. Listen live at tunein.com.
Wow, I didn't even hear.
I know.
Hey, Jobfather Nation! Welcome back to the second half of the show. We are so excited. We have got a wonderful guest for us, which we've already alluded to in the first half and introduced you. We'll let Foster do the formal introduction, but don't forget the Jobfather Radio and Jobfather Nation is proud to be a part of Joco Community Radio, the voice of Johnson County, Texas.
Most
and we are
deaf.
live 365 on the TuneIn Radio Network. To listen or watch, just simply go to TuneIn.jocoradio.com or go down to your Apple or your Android store and download the app for free. And then you can listen to us whenever you want, as well as the lineup
That's
of
right,
other
yeah.
great shows. So Foster, we're
Okay.
finally here to the second half. Let's go ahead and do a formal introduction.
Let's do a formal. You know, I want to say hello to Chris Key. So Tiffany has a friend named Chris Key that just moved back to the Metroplex, and he's going to be looking for a job. So Dana, I'm going to hook
Chris?
him up with us. He
Okay.
is a facilities maintenance guy to keep the
Okay,
facility,
great.
facilities manager is what I'm trying to say. And we're going to be we'll be talking. In fact, we might want to bring Chris on the show. So we'll see about that too.
That'd be
So,
great.
okay, guys. Now, especially you guys, Marsh out in Germany that works at SAP. Thanks for joining us. That's Jama right there. Let me see if I point. No, I'm pointing the wrong way. That's Jama right there. And I want to introduce you corporations out there to Jama Ball. Is her last name, Ball. And you know what? Jama is how you spell her first name. Ball is the last name. Now, what I want you guys to meet Jama is because Jama is Ms. When it comes to service delivery, she is your director of operations for especially. I am a recruiter. I am big on sharing Jama's information with people that are looking for leaders in service delivery. So
Yes.
let's hear from Jama. Let me shut up and let Jama talk a little bit. Jama, thanks for joining us. And tell us a little bit about Jama. Tell us what you want. Foster's sitting up here running his mouth because he's a recruiter. But tell us what you want.
Hey, Foster. So, yeah, absolutely. I am an operations leader. I've been an operations leader for over 20 years. I'm looking for my next great gig where I can inspire teams and drive innovation, really around service delivery. So, I've had a number of roles in the last 2 years. I've worked primarily with large teams. My original background is in hospitality. So,
Oh,
service
that's right.
delivery,
Oh, yeah.
hospitality is the ultimate service delivery. So, having grown
No
up in it,
doubt.
it's part of my
Yeah.
DNA, if you will.
Hmm.
And so wherever I go, whatever I'm exposed to, I'm always looking about how that service is delivered. And by the way, we all know that it's not perfect all the time. To
Mm-mm.
me, the importance is how you respond when those things happen, right? When
Hmm.
when a glitch happens, when service delivery doesn't go well. And I love teaching teams how to do that. I'm going to
You do.
pause for a second because I want to. Do you mind if I comment on some of the information
Absolutely.
we just talked
That's what
about?
we're here to do. Absolutely. Yeah. We got a
So,
lot of job seekers
Oh,
listening to us.
yes, please
you know,
do.
as a longtime operations leader, so I've led teams all around the world in Malaysia and Egypt and the UK,
Hmm.
as well as the United States. So global operations teams and exposed to the hospitality industry, which is obviously a global organization. Over the years, I've decided as a leader, one of the most important decisions, and we're all here to talk about it, is hiring the right person to be on the bus and putting them in the right seat. There is no greater decision that a hiring leader can make. And over the years, when I work with recruiters like Foster, if I have the luxury, we really want to have that relationship
Yep.
in
That's the one.
order for you to build the trust with the recruiter that they're going to expedite the hiring process. So one of the
Uh-huh.
ways I've done it is when I work with a recruiter, I'll ask them to come in and spend some time with my team because their job descriptions are written by HR. Let's call it what it is.
Yeah. Call it
And
what it
hiring
is.
managers will tweak it, or it might be a canned decision. But not only do I need to explain to Foster what I'm looking for, I want them to see the recruiters to see what the operation is like because as we said, it's a two-way street when you interview. It's not just the hiring manager looking for the right candidate, but the candidate has to make sure it's the right fit,
That's
right?
important. Yeah.
And
If you
I
don't,
always
you ain't
tell
gonna be there long.
yeah, I mean, I listen. I've been on the hunt for a couple months, and I know I need a job like all of us here, but it's still really important that we land the right job for us,
Yes.
right? Making sure that we understand our values before we go in. Because many of us, if we've been here long enough, have figured out a way to sell ourselves, but really understanding who we are and what
Yes.
we bring to the table is really, really important. And for me, like many of my friends are on this call or I network with, a mission-centered culture. What is culture, right? We have to define what culture means to ourselves and what's
To
important to
ourselves
us.
first. Yeah.
Yeah, what's important is work at home. Is it remote? Is it giving back? And giving back is a big thing for me. I want to join an organization that gives back to the community, that provides an opportunity for us to, share our talents with the community. That's really important. But I'm also interested in working with a large team. And what's important about making sure that we make good hiring decisions is understanding the culture in our company and being able to communicate it and making sure the recruiters understand what that's like. Because you're selling for me as a
That's
hiring
right. That's what
manager,
I'm doing. Yeah.
right?
And I've done
So
it before. Yeah.
yes, you have. And you need
Yeah.
to make sure that they know what they're selling. And many times when I work with recruiters as a hiring leader, they're always amazed that what I tell you and then what they experience, they have to be able to experience it and make sure
Hmm.
they can describe to the candidate what that company is like. So that's really important. I do also want to talk to you about that conversation during the interview because I'm a pit crew panelist.
There you go. There you go. Let's
And
get it. Let's get it. That's what that one
and
guy says.
it's really important that you make it a conversation, right? It is, as Dana
Yes.
said, it's not a one-way situation because it is a two-way interview. And how can anyone get to know you as a candidate if they
Yeah.
don't get to know you? And the interview may be the only
Ah,
time that you have that
Mhm.
opportunity, right? So, to your point, make sure that you line your conversation, your skills, not only in written form before an interview, but in the
mhm.
conversation. You have to support who you are in the interview. And I think that's really important. And one of the things I do when I run operations is because I told you that it's important that we hire the right people, is I have to teach the leaders that report to me how to do that.
Yeah.
That's right.
So over the years, I've spent a lot of time with recruiters like Foster and understanding not only the process, but how to teach. They don't teach you that. They don't
They
teach you that
don't.
in school. They
They
don't
don't.
teach you
They
how
can't.
to, you know, and even some recruiters we know, and we all know who they are, don't know how to find the right candidates. They don't even know
Right.
how to make that link. So I think it's really important on both sides. I wish, I think I posted something on LinkedIn. I wish every hiring manager went through the recruiting process
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
as a
Yeah.
candidate, so they understand
Uh-huh.
what the gaps are and can fill in those gaps to help a recruiter recruit better, right? Because it's
Right.
you're together in that process. But back to what I do, I just want to give you that comment because I'm very passionate about
I'm
that. When I
glad
talk
you
to job
did. Yeah.
seekers, it's really important they interview well, but make sure you know who yourself, who you are and what you value. But I love leading teams, and I have to tell you, I was one of those folks that got laid off after being with a company for many, many years, and unfortunately, I'm seeing more in the market as larger companies lose people, that people have only been with one company, and it's not that way anymore, right? You can't
Yeah.
join a company and retire and get the, the watch and the whole thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you have
Oh,
to
that.
learn how to. When I got laid off, and thank goodness for Foster and Frisco Connect, I had to figure out what my transferable skills were.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And so I'm a leader. I mean, everybody, I remember when I was leaving, everyone said, "Oh, she's going to be fine. She's got those transferable skills. It'll
Yeah.
be easy for her to find a job." It took me almost a year.
It did.
Part of that year was kind of rediscovering who I am
Yeah.
outside of the company I'd been associated with for so many years.
Mm-hmm.
So I could understand the value of who I was, so I could get that out on the market, if that makes sense. So
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
that's really important. But I am the epitome of transferable skills. So if you look at my
You
LinkedIn
are.
profile and my resume, 20 plus years in hospitality, great time, love hospitality, love the
Yeah, I do
concept
too.
of
Yeah.
service. I can, it doesn't matter what industry I'm part of. In the last two roles I had, there's always a service or a product that needs to be delivered. There's a customer that you need to make happy. It might be an internal customer or an external customer, but I excel, and I like to call this. I asked one of my really dear friends, "How would you describe what it's like to work with Jama Ball?" And Jill said, "Oh, that's easy. You enjoy creating order out of chaos. That's just
Uh-huh.
who
Mhm.
you are."
That is you. Yep.
That's
I
a
walk.
great way to describe. Yeah.
Yep.
I end up. Why is it? I did try to get away from ops, by the way, for a little while, but why is it? There's a problem, and I developed that trust. It's like, you remember that old Mikey commercial? Let's give it to Mikey. Let's try again.
He
Give it to
likes it.
Yeah, yeah,
Mikey. Oh
yeah.
my God.
It's always, let's give it to Jama. Let
Yeah.
her
Mikey's
fix
grown
it.
now.
Let her fix it. She'll fix it. If she likes it, if she doesn't like it, she'll figure it out. It didn't
Yeah.
matter what it was. And I did that, by the way. My top talents, if you do strength finders, are all about relationships.
Yes.
I may not know exactly the technology on how to do that, but I could bet money I can figure out who in the organization knows and who's going to fix it. And I can put them together to make sure we get the right solution for the company. I love doing that.
You
It's a
do. And it shows. Yeah.
little bit of detective work. I love to build relationships. I don't know. I don't care what level you are in the company. I've got woo. You all know what that is.
Is that your
I,
number
Woo!
one? Fatima, is that your number one?
it's not actually. It
Wow.
is not.
It's my number one. Yeah.
Input is my number one, and that
Ah,
means I
Ah.
love to gather
interesting.
information, right? So
Yeah.
I'm sitting here, and that's part of relationship building. People, and you do that in hospitality. If you're a good hotelier, you have to listen. 2 ears and one
Listen.
mouth. We
Two
say
ears.
in Toastmasters, 2 ears and one mouth. Use them proportionately. But if you listen to the customer or your team member or your boss, that's where you build that input, that information, and you can leverage that to make sure you make an effective use of the relationship. So to me, as a leader, that's my greatest strength. Put me in any company. I've done hospitality. I've been a SaaS platform company. I've done, Federation of State Medical Boards where Foster and I work together.
That's right.
Healthcare. I mean, who would have thought you'd go from hospitality to healthcare.
That was a neat
Right?
transition for you from hospitality to the state medical boards, because guys, I'm gonna tell you my opinion of that company is very intricate. It's very intricate in the things that they do. If
Yeah.
I remember correctly, there are a set of things that doctors that are going to be serving in our metroplex in the state of Texas have to meet. There are certain requirements that have to be met. Well, you got to know what those requirements are. You got to help them get to those requirements. That's what that company did. And Jama was over the service there. I thought it was awesome because it was
Oh, it's
like a new
awesome.
idea.
You never, and I love, remember I told you input's my number one. It was really interesting to me that maybe some of you on the show already know what it takes to be a doctor in the United States.
Yeah.
50% of the physicians that we have are educated overseas, and my team was responsible for verifying that the education credentials were legitimate. And
Uh-huh.
it's amazing how desperate people can be to
Yeah.
become a physician, and what it takes. And by the way, 50 states and territories, we don't have one standard, process. No, we can't. We
No.
can't. Every state has Texas has its own requirements, California, Ohio, Idaho.
Uh-huh.
And we would package that
Nebraska.
package all that information to make sure that the state medical boards could approve or not,
Hmm.
the education across the country. But it was
Jama, did
really
I ever
interesting.
tell you that I was pre-med when I started college?
No,
Yeah.
you
Really,
did
Foster?
not.
I thought I was going to be a doctor. Right, UCLA? Thanks for putting up with me for a couple of years.
Well, my brother's a doctor, and I saw what he went through. He's a
Yeah,
anesthesiologist, pain management, and oh my gosh, you were
Crazy,
right,
right?
it is
Jama. It's like
crazy.
understanding what people go through to get where they're at. I mean, wow,
Right, and so it's an operation. So
it is.
it's nothing to do with, whether or not you're providing the right room service or the right guest room, or I paid
Hmm.
for a water view, I didn't get a
Hmm.
water view.
Oh
I've
man, I
been
gotta
I've been
have
through
that.
all that. I got to have that.
I
I
gotta have
saved
it.
saved all my pennies.
I paid for that.
I paid for that. I need to have that, right? It's not as far of a distance as you might think. And I
Right.
discovered that. And by the way, I got that job because of a relationship.
Yeah.
I didn't, apply right away. I had a recruiter friend who said, "I think Jama can run that operation." That's all she thought. And I interviewed thinking, I don't know, this is healthcare. I don't know anything about this. I didn't know anything about it. And you know what they said? They knew I just finished a gig with Four Seasons, and the CFO said, "Why can't we make that operation the Four Seasons of the industry?" I'm pretty sure that's how I got that job.
Uh-huh.
And did it for 8 years and had a fabulous time, significantly reducing processing time, because the other thing about
Yeah.
relationships that I leveraged is optimizing the process. So the smartest people about the process are the people who actually do it. So I would ask them, what can we fix? How can we improve? And I just leveraged those relationships and their recommendations. And we were able to do that without negatively impacting people's
Hmm.
livelihood, if that makes sense.
It
So
does. And companies,
Mhm.
Jama is a lead. This is me talking again. Jama is a leader. She's not a boss. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm saying that. Everybody that I talk to
Yeah,
that work for Jama, and I help some folks work for Jama, by the way. Every one of them love Jama. They love Jama as a
that's
person.
awesome.
They love Jama on that job. What Jama does here, we love it, and we will get behind her and we will run and jump through the fiery hoops. That's what I love about it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that's important. Jama, I know I don't know you personally, and I definitely look forward to getting to know you more. I mean, we have always, every guest that we bring on this show, 100% has to have the golden stamp of approval because it's our reputation on the line. And Jama, I can tell that you do have not only that strong operational, outside the box kind of common sense thinking, like you
Uh-huh.
just get it, it clicks,
Mhm.
even if it's a little bit different of an industry. But having the soft skills along with the hard skills, meaning the personality, the dynamic, the attitude, the approach, communication skills, those things are so important. And that'll set you apart from so many candidates out there that you have the full package.
And she does. I can speak for that. And especially you other leaders out there. Jama don't have a hard time telling you guys the things that you don't want to hear, but
Yeah.
she will help you understand why she's telling you that. I love Miss Jama Ball. Jama is probably the number one candidate that I endorse right now.
Oh,
Oh, that's
Foster,
awesome.
you're the best. I see a note about what I'm looking for. So I hate to think that I'm industry agnostic because these transferable skills
Yeah,
means
yeah,
that you
yeah.
can work anywhere. But I'm really looking for a place where I can be a leader for a team. I've decided over the years that's really my sweet spot. There's a reason
Yeah.
why people give
Your
me
passion.
problems to solve, and there's a reason why I always get that team. We'll give
Mhm.
Jama that team.
Yep.
Let's see what she can do. So let's just accept it for what it is. I want to lead a team that I can coach and mentor, that we can improve a service or a product delivery. Let me have it. Get my hands on it. Let me show you what miracles can happen. Let me create order out of the chaos that is your operation,
Yes.
because it's out there. I know it is.
It's out there.
Just let me help you be
Yeah.
better.
I
That's
think another reason why I like James so much is because I was that in the recruiting world. Now, you big IBMs and Verizons and what was that other big old company I worked for? Citigroup. You guys threw me in the mix to do exactly what we're talking about that
Yeah.
Jama brings to the table for talent acquisition. I was flying all over the world and stuff and putting things together. I love that. So I think I feel what Jama is looking for. Of course, I worked with her. I know what Jama is up to. But
Yes.
uh that's what I think. And no, y'all can't hire me. I had to turn the job down 3 months ago. But you can hire Jama.
you
But
bet.
Absolutely.
y'all
So,
gotta pay
Jama,
Jama.
you're open to different industries, basically,
Absolutely.
but it's really you're looking for an opportunity to go in, lead a team, solve problems, even complex problems. Go the bigger the challenge, the better. It
Hmm.
sounds like.
Absolutely.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Let me at it. Hospitality is an easy transition. I also tend to translate technology to the customer, right? In
Yeah,
hospitality,
yeah.
Nice.
why does the reservation not work? Why didn't I get my deposit?
Yes.
What is the system problem? I end up doing that. My last role, I ended up working with a support team and talking to clients about why things didn't work in the system. Why was there a
Yeah.
failure? That's what I do. I'm the one, that's a really irate physician. We're going to let Jama talk to him. I
Yeah,
would,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. The ones that are really mad and I can't repeat on air what people would say to me.
Yeah.
No, we're
Yeah,
talking
but
about physicians.
I remember when my boss, he handed me a folder when my first couple days on job, and he says, "These are some people issues. I don't know if you want to meet every day." I said, "Let me have the folder. I'll take care of it. I'll let you know when you need to get involved, and I will be your gatekeeper. No one will get to you without going through me, and I'm chances
I've
are
seen that.
99.9% of the time I will solve the situation for you.
Yeah.
I
Hmm.
don't need to know everything. I'm not going to be paralysis by analysis. I love to get
Hmm.
I'd like to understand the root cause,
Right.
solve the problem at the root so that the symptom doesn't continue to appear.
Yeah, and solve the
Whatever
whole
service
thing.
symptom it
Yeah.
is, right? It seems like common sense,
Yeah.
but there's
It
a
seems
reason
that way,
why
doesn't it?
I can find opportunities because people before me who have led before me have not been able to identify that root cause. And let me let you in on a little secret. I don't necessarily know. There's somebody on the team who already does. And I will
Yeah.
find that person
Yeah.
to help me figure it out. That's what I do.
That's a team. That's what we hey,
That's a
that's
team.
what we have.
Yeah.
That's
It's
what we put
leveraging
together
your team.
teams.
Absolutely. Leveraging the relationship so you can problem solve together.
Ah,
That's what
Yeah.
you got to do. That's what you got to do.
Absolutely. That's a
that's my
really good
word
point.
right there. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Which
So
one is your word now, Foster?
say it, Dana.
Relationship.
That's what I'm talking about. And the reason that we get close to the screen when we say that, guys, because when you have a relationship,
Yeah.
you are up close and personal a lot further than just someone that you just met at a networking event. An
Absolutely.
acquaintance might be here, but a relationship is here. And guys, uh, in leadership, Jamie is going to be that person to have those relationships. People know what they know what to expect from Jama. She sets a good example, and And I really don't think in the process, because I'm a process guy myself, I really don't think if we know what the root cause is and we fix it at the root, we don't have to go through that again. Because a lot of things in corporate America, you know what? When we have a new client, we will get, if we're offering a certain service, if we're offering even a product, then each and every client that we have will probably go through and have that same question, and we'll be ready to answer that question, and we'll be ready to put it into action to get it solved before it even becomes an issue. How about that?
Absolutely. How about
Absolutely.
that?
Absolutely. And if you can do that, that is a fantastic transferable skill. We talk about it, but only certain kinds of
We
people can
talk,
actually
yeah,
execute at that level, right? And guess
that's
what?
right.
I'm your girl. I can do it.
You are. You
Man, you're
absolutely are.
awesome, Jama.
Jama,
We're excited that you're on this show and you're going to do some big things, some great things.
Jama's got the gold and silver, but no, let's hold them up. We got another one. Jama's got the platinum seal of approval, Dana.
Oh, whoa. Now that has not been given out on this show before.
Ooh, look at what I thought about. Oh my goodness.
A
That's original.
platinum, huh?
Nigel, that's original Foster stuff right there.
That's pretty big, Jama.
Wow.
I don't think I've ever gotten the platinum seal of approval.
I don't
Always
want
an honor.
No, Dana's got the platinum. And you know what, guys? I have been recruiting. Well, let's just say, let's not tally it up because Charlie Zinger and I have a good time with this every Southlake Facebook.
Oh, gosh. Here we go.
Let's not tally it up. But it's fun, and I've learned a lot of things that most recruiters should learn as you're putting in time in talent acquisition. We're not recruiters anymore, Dana. We're talent acquisition.
We're talent
executives.
acquisition.
And you know,
we acquire talent.
we acquire it. And you know, Jama said it a while ago. There needs to be an understanding of where we're going and who we're playing with as we play. If you're going to recruit for a team, what's the team? Who's the leader? What's it about? How do they function? Okay, I'm gonna shut up about all that. Dana?
I just love it, Foster. Hey, we've got Nanelle.
Nanelle's with us, yeah.
Maudie, and Veronica Tatum. Thank y'all both.
Oh,
We're
V is
so
with.
glad
Look,
you're
hey,
here
V.
with us.
Yeah.
Yes, we've just had a wonderful showing for people. A lot of support for Jama. I honestly, like, I can't say enough how impressed I am. And I'm not just saying this, and I don't say this every show, but being in talent acquisition for, we'll just say over 20 years as well.
Yeah.
It's very rare that you come across someone like Jama who has not only the ability to speak to the technical skills, but really naturally align with the soft skills, and I want to talk to Jama. I'm like, oh, so you've handled some really irate positions before. Would like to learn more from you on some of your strategies.
Yeah.
So I'm going to reach out to you, Jama. But we're very blessed to have you on this show. We're excited about your future. You've got some big things ahead, and honestly, anybody out there that is able to get you, they're going to be blessed and lucky to have you. I can tell that. I wish we had something available at Beacon, because I would be calling you right after the show.
Mm-hmm.
I'm available. You let me know.
Yes,
I'm
She's
your girl.
a blue chipper.
Yeah,
we
that would be
football
awesome.
players. We come in as blue chip. I wasn't necessarily a blue chip.
Blue
but
chip.
I was pretty
Woo.
good. But Jama is a blue chip. All the way. She really
Hey,
is.
Kathy Meredith.
Kathy's with us. Hey, Kathy. What's
Absolutely.
up, Kathy? And
I
Nigel
know.
said she's enjoyed listening to Jama. Oh, I hear music,
I
Dana.
hear the music.
Y'all hire Jama. Hire Jama.
Do it. Do it now. Bye, Jobfather Nation. See you next week.
Okay, you two, how did I do?
Have you ever met a single person in your life that enjoys paying taxes? No, no one does. If you can't sleep at night because you have a huge problem with the IRS, I've got some free advice for you. This service is strictly limited to individuals that owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes. And if you qualify, we can guarantee that you won't be writing a big fat check to the IRS, or our services cost you nothing.
The first 100 people that call today will get a free tax consultation worth $500. Stop worrying about your IRS problem. We can help you, we promise. Call the tax doctor right now. I mean right now to learn more.
800-240-4587. 800-240-4587. 800-240-4587. That's 800-240-4587.
Why have thousands of aspiring authors teamed up with Christian Faith Publishing to publish their book? Because Christian Faith Publishing is an author-friendly publisher who understands that your labor is more than just a book. We provide authors freedom and flexibility throughout the publishing process, professional book editing, award-winning design, and some of the highest royalty structures in the publishing industry. And as always, you will retain 100% of the